Hi, partner.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the 1024 Ranch.
Yes, the 1024 Ranch, starring your radio and screen favorites, Dick Moran, Martha Mears, and the Sons of the Pioneers. Transcribed and brought to you by your Dr. Pepper bottler and the thousands of Dr. Pepper dealers from coast to coast.
And here's our pretty little boss of the 1024 to sing for you.
When the sun goes down in the western sky and the hills of front sing their lullaby, I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail. When the coyotes howl on their lone prairie as they start to prowl on their nightly spree, I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail. I'll just be riding along, singing my song, yippee-yi-yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yay. Get along, little pony, get along, yippee-yi-oh-ki-yay. When the moon shines bright in the sky above, it will lead me right to the one I love. I'll be riding down that old Wyoming trail.
I'll just go jogging along.
Ah, mighty pretty, Miss Peggy, mighty pretty. It reminds me of the time that you sang that song for the boys on our overseas show nearly a year ago.
Nearly a year ago. Yes, it has been that long, Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Come to think of it, this is just about our 200th 1024 Ranch show, counting those we've made especially for the boys overseas.
Say, it gives me an idea, Miss Peggy. Suppose we do again all our favorite songs from the last year or so.
Good idea, Dick. Let's make this a favorite program. You and Miss Peggy sing your favorite songs, and I'll repeat my two favorite messages of the past year from Dr. Pepper Company.
Fair enough, Art Gilmore. What is your favorite number one?
Well, it's a talk about salesmanship. Not mine, but the doctor's. It goes like this. Friends, I'm not one of those high-pressure salesmen who aims to overwhelm you with words. I don't insist that you must like Dr. Pepper simply because I do, and millions of others do, too. I ask you only to try it a few times. If you've done this and still like another drink better, you're a rare exception. If you haven't, well, please do this, just to be good to you. Get a Dr. Pepper, a good icy cold one, chilled to 34 degrees. And then close your eyes and open your mind. Taste it inquiringly. Get the full sensation of that rich, luscious flavor. Not too tart, not too sweet. Simply ideal. And golly, is it good. It's a thrill, all right, but better still, it perks you up when you're hungry, thirsty, and tired. Won't you try it, please? And when it wins you, remember, it was not I who sold you. Ah, no, I merely told you.
Thank you, Art. And now here's Dick Foran with one of his top favorite tunes. Do you remember when Dick and the boys sang this?
See that lonesome cowboy riding down that lonesome trail.
Sun goes down, work's all done, evening's here at last. The moon comes up behind the hills I love, I'm riding home.
See that lonesome cowboy riding down that lonesome trail. Moonlight shadows playing through the room with his lonesome square. Well, he's riding home.
That was a mighty pleasant memory, Dick. And do you remember the time we were talking about the West, and I said there was one particular person I wanted to sing to just then? Let's see. How would I describe him? Well, he's pretty much like the West. Soft-spoken, almost shy. Handsome, straight as an arrow. The sun has tanned his cheeks, and the wind has tousled his hair. And his eyes, His eyes are as blue as the sky over New Mexico, and they look right through you and into your heart. Would you believe me when I tell you that I think he has everything it takes to make a man? He's 6 years old next month.
Mr. Sandman's on his way. Better put your toys away and consider it a day. Little sleepyhead, now you've had your share of fun. Say good night to everyone, for another day is done. Little sleepyhead.
Yes, and that one reminds me of the time a couple of Irish youngsters, Michael and Patrick Ferran, went east to visit their grandmother. And I said, now, just in case you youngsters find the East isn't exactly like the West, and just in case you happen to have a little trouble dropping off to sleep at night, here's a grand old Irish song your dad used to sing you to sleep with. Remember, boys?
Come back to Erin, my burning. Come back round to the land of thy birth. Come with the shamrocks and springtime, my burning, and its Killarney shall ring with armor over the green sea, my burning, lonesome the white sail that bore thee away.
And I know they remembered it too, Dick. For when they came back, they asked you to sing it all over again.
Ah, that they did. But do you remember, Miss Peggy, last winter when you were knitting a sweater and we asked you to sing a song?
And I said, let's see. This is the 5th sweater I've knitted since war was declared last December. I know where 2 of them are, but the other 2 I don't know. One's in Australia, where it's summer now and he doesn't need it. And one is, well, somewhere on the North Atlantic. I hope the spray of the salt water hasn't faded it, or the winds unraveled it, because tied up in that yarn are the heartbeats of millions of women, knitting and purling, now and again dropping a stitch because our hearts just don't beat the same right now. And the yarn gets all tangled up with the beat as we try so hard with our fingers to weave a little symbol of warm protection around the hearts of others who are very dear to us.
Maiden sitting in a row by a firelight's fading glow, knitting while they're dreaming of Tom, of Dick, of Harry. Hear the click of the little sticks, it's the knitting serenade. You just sit while they click, click, click. In a jiff, it will be made. In a jiff, it will be made. 5 little click. In a jiff, it will be made. 5 little fingers make a glove for someone your heart.
A memory that one was, Miss Peggy. And it was just about that time that I had a special request from a young couple getting married that night in San Diego. It was her favorite song, as it was her mother's and her grandmother's before her. The next day, Tom sailed, probably for the Solomon Islands, and the bride, well, I wonder since what has happened to this girl. This girl who was named like her mother and her grandmother before her, Kathleen.
I'll take you home again, Kathleen. across the ocean wild and wide, to where your heart has ever been, since first you were my bonny bride. The roses all have left your cheek, I've watched them fade away, and your voice is sad whene'er you speak, and tears bedim your loving.
And then came Christmas, 1942.
Yes, it was a pretty solemn Christmas here at the 1024 Ranch. Do you remember, Miss Peggy, I said, how about a Christmas song from you? And you said...
Well, I'd like to. I'd like to sing a Christmas song, but you've already heard all my favorite songs this Christmas week. So instead, I'd like to sing a song I think belongs to Christmas more than any other time of the year. It's a universal song, ageless, loved by everyone. This week, it was sung in England as the days of joy and sadness were counted. In Switzerland, where the sheep on their Christmas procession wound over the hills. Yes, in all climes and countries, where windows were lit to guide the feet of the Christ child, should he chance to walk their streets. Don't tell me this isn't a song for Christmas, because I know it must be. It's the song of a mother and a child. Lullaby and good night, with roses bedight, creep into thy bed, there pillow thy head.
Our grand favorite. Yes, every one of these songs holds a present memory.
Yes, all of them, Dick, and more. There were some grand letters from our Dr. Pepper friends about them, too. Which reminds me, Art Gilmore, how about that other favorite among your Dr. Pepper lectures?
Well, I think that would be the PSSH. But here's one that means plenty to Dr. Pepper Company, to its more than 400 bottlers, and incidentally to you. It's called DPSSH. That's short for Dr. Pepper's Standard of Sanitation and Hygiene. And I assure you it's plenty strict. Dr. Pepper Company is conscious always that Dr. Pepper is a food for human consumption. In the manufacture of Dr. Pepper syrup, the finest ingredients are compounded under rigid hygienic conditions. It's required that bottles be sorted, soaked, sterilized, scrubbed, and rinsed. Water is purified. The finished product must pass inspection. Bottled Dr. Pepper is as perfect as our skill, will, conscience, and scientific protection can make it. But Dr. Pepper Company doesn't stop there. At frequent intervals, random samples purchased from retail coolers are laboratory tested to further assure protection. When you or your children choose Dr. Pepper, you may enjoy it with confidence that it is good, clean, wholesome, and safe.
Oh, when you want a welcome drink that picks up energy, just ask for Dr. Pepper and you'll sing along with me.
Drink Dr. Pepper and you'll enjoy life more. Remember Dr. Pepper time and then, 2 and 4.
That's all for now, folks. We'll be seeing you.
Dick Moran appears on the 1024 Ranch through the courtesy of Universal Pictures. The Sons of the Pioneers are by arrangement with Republic Studios. And Martha Mears is Miss Peggy. 1024 Ranch is written and produced by Harry Wayne McMahon and comes to you from Hollywood, transcribed. This is Art Gilmore wishing you good luck and good going with Dr. Pepper at 10, 2, and 4 o'clock.